All right, guys, thank you for coming back to another episode of Cobra TV. And today we're going to talk about my opinion about the Pathfinder update, and we're going to talk about somebody else's opinion. We got guests on the show here today, Martin Requiem. How you doing, Martin?
Hey, hello, Cobra. Doing fine. Having a blast with the game. How are you today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing awesome. And if you guys don't know who Martin Requiem is, Martin is right. He's the He's the man who actually runs ExploreNMS.com. He's the man who runs all the Facebook, most of the Facebook. I shouldn't say all, but most of the big Facebook No Man's Sky groups. He's the man behind keeping peace among the fans on those groups. How do you do that, man?
Well, I've got of course, I've got a bunch of other good moderators there and admins. I'm not the only one who's driving the sticks over there, but
well, of course.
But yeah, we founded that group in the past, and of course, you know, No Man's Sky had its bad days, and that was like horrible in every community. But if you stay positive, you know, people will stay positive, and that helps.
Yeah,
plus,
yeah.
as I said, a bunch of great people who love the game, who are appointed moderators. So
right.
That's going all well.
Exactly, and you know, man, we have been through a roller coaster ride with know, a lot of people being even before the game, but that's a different podcast alone. But you know, with the fact that the game released, a lot of people were pretty upset with it. Then the next update, the founder update.
Foundation,
Foundation update. Sorry. That brought a lot of people back, and we had fun with it for a while. And then people got a little bit bored. It fell off a little bit, and now this Pathfinder update has really brought a lot of people back. Now, I can say that I travel for a living. I'm not really able to sit down and play a whole lot. I'm getting ready to right now play a lot more, and we're going to record. I'm going to put some footage in here. I'm going to play around with the filters and trying to get me a buggy and mess around with that for a little bit. But I'm curious, as I have not been in there for very long, I'm curious about the ship classes. That was one of the big things a lot of people were upset about, is that we were told we were supposed to get ship classes. Trader, Fighter, Explorer, and then we never got that, and supposedly it's in this update, and I want to talk about that. I'm not sure. I know that there's also slots, inventory slots that can actually break now, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that you can actually repair those. But your first, you played the update a lot more than I have, so why don't you tell me, what do you think? I mean, this new update, you're talking a lot about it. I see you posting a lot of stuff on Facebook, and you're really hyped about this update. But it seems like you're more excited about this one than the previous one. Yeah,
it's a big game changer, and I can break it down a little. Well, let me start first with the ships, because you wanted to know about the ships.
Yes.
Not only do you have the trader and the fighter and the explorer ship, but you also have different classes within that. You've got a class system of A, B, C, and a very special class called the S class, which is the very uncommon one. And basically, if you got an explorer ship and you got an A class, it might be. I don't know exactly how it works. Like if A is better than B or B is better than A. I don't know if it's like that. I think it's like A, B, C, and C class is better than A. But I might be wrong. I haven't really checked it out yet. But anyways, you see, let's say you have an explorer ship that is a B class and an explorer ship that is an A class. You will see that there are different stats in there.
Right.
The cool thing is you can now own multiple ships. So you can start collecting ships.
Right, but you have to have a freighter first for that.
Yeah, I did notice when I changed my ship and I had my old ship set down my base, and I went for a ship that was found on the surface. It did have 25 slots, but a lot of slots were broken within the ship, and it cost you the money, the credits, to repair a slot. I flew it back, and my old ship was still standing there near my base, and I could just go to it and say, "Oh, claim this ship again." So I don't know. I don't have a freighter yet, but I did notice that my old ship was still standing around.
Gotcha. So I haven't seen the ship classes yet. What makes it an explorer class?
Explorer class means that the hyperdrive is better. It gives you a stat screen, and it gives you a percentage to it. The like 3%, it's like you've got the cannons, like the firepower, and then you got the hyperdrive. And for these specific explorer ships, the hyperdrive percentage is a bonus to it. So you get a class bonus because it's an explorer ship, so you might get further away travel with it. And a fighter type will get more stats on firepower. So as I said, I don't own much ships yet, so I'm just starting a new game.
Right. It looks so much better. Oh my God, it looks better, doesn't it? It seems like every time they update, you know, it just looks even better and better. And I was happy with the graphics, the graphical change that they did with the
graphical changes of
the Foundation update.
Yeah.
And with this one, it's even improved even further.
They added a new technology. I forgot what the name was, but it makes everything more defined. And like with the Foundation updates, it still looks kind of cartoony. Right. But now they have extra depth. Plus the color changes. If you go, every space station might have a different color to it and lights, and it looks amazing. It's no longer all the same blue space station. I saw one that had purple lights in it and green lights. It was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, a lot more variation. You know, and what's intriguing is we kind of knew building was coming with the Foundation update before we got it. And we kind of knew this one was going to have the land vehicles in it just because of the icons that were on their own website. And of course, you can kind of expect them to make the game even look better. So, this is the only update so far that we really I don't have a good guess on what would be the next update.
I have no clue, but I can tell what makes it also interesting now is one thing that people might not liked was that you could get all the technology that easily. And now if you find an abandoned building, what you get now are the nanites. You have to farm nanites, and with the nanites you have to buy technology. And depending on your status with a certain race, will some technology be available for you. So you have to go out there and find all the monoliths to learn the language. And like the Kek charms and the Viking daggers, they're all how do you call it? They're all stuff you can give to an alien to get better status within their faction. Right. So it's no longer getting a lot of carbon and just feeding them carbon and repeating. That's no longer the case. So it's really more a slower pace to get the good technology, even on normal mode. So that's awesome.
Right, so slowly things are starting to come back to No Man's Sky. A lot of the things that were promised during the developmental talk of the game, like the factions that you could, the relationship with the factions that you could build, and the ship classes, and the multi-tool classes. A lot of those things are starting to slowly come back into the game. Yeah, it's amazing to think what this game's going to be like a year from now. What kind of game is it going to be a year from now? We do know that multiplayer is going to be coming soon. And when I say multiplayer, a lot of people, they get really upset, like, oh, I don't want this to be some death match. I don't want this to be some kind of griefing game. I don't think No Man's Sky will ever become that. I think that, it's just going to be like a PvE type thing, or, use the Terminus to warp to your friend's planet. And possibly that's what the portals are going to be.
Yeah, but also, they added an extra K mode now. If you think survival is easy, they can do permadeath.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, if they add multiple choices, then maybe in the future, and I'm just gonna call this other game. This is about No Man's Sky, but I'm just gonna, as an example, Elite Dangerous.
Right.
Has that you can choose to either play solo, which is like No Man's Sky normal mode, or the normal No Man's Sky where you only share data with each other.
Yes.
And maybe base location. Then you have open play, which is more the chance to meet people and have PvP in there. And then maybe they add like a PvE. So maybe they do different modes, because I do think that Hello Games know that a lot of players are maybe, you know, older guys like me who just want to have some peace in there and don't feel like the necessary to get pwned or whatever I call it, you know, or get your base destroyed by other people.
Right.
So I think there might be different. That is something we might see, that multiplayer will come where you can play with your friends. It would be awesome. Because you can make racetracks now. So, you know, get all your friends over, get in a car and start racing, you know. And,
right, yeah.
Maybe shoot each other off the road with your cannons. Think something
and you can
about
also
that.
share your base now in this update. And, you know, so can you randomly... I feel so stupid not being able to play this game, but, you know, I've been out of town. But can you just randomly find people's bases, or do you have to be invited to a base? Do you even know?
I think you can still. I haven't found other people's bases, but I know it works through, with the PC version, it works through the Steam Workshop, where you can get someone's base info. But I haven't really got into that yet, so I cannot really answer that.
Right. But the important thing is, you know, I mean, this has made a lot of people happy. And I think that No Man's Sky is shaping up to be the game we always wanted, you know, slowly over time. And the important thing is, you know, it's free. You know, they're updating this game for free. And that's a good thing. That is a darn good thing.
Exactly. And, like, you know, I'm an old-timer. And, you know, I was always happy with the game from the start, from the get-go. I like the game because I'm an explorer. I like to look how planets, you know, look, you know. And the cool thing now is the photo modes.
Oh, I know so much. Yes. That's the biggest thing I'm excited about. I'm sorry, go ahead.
As an explorer, that is, remember how you you saw a big dinosaur for the first time, you try to get in front of it to take a picture, just turns its head all the time. Now there's photo mode. Just click photo mode and you can zoom around it. And it even helps if you might play survival and you see a creature, you can quickly maybe switch to photo mode and check it, and if it looks aggressive, maybe it is aggressive, so you know to stay back. So that's also a thing you could utilize photo mode for. But the screens I'm seeing in the groups now are absolutely amazing.
It doesn't even look like it's coming from the game. They're so beautiful. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, like I don't know, that I posted a thing on Facebook asking people to share their pictures, and I'm going to put them in the video here, and it's just truly amazing. Some of these things I would love to have hanging on my wall. And you know, the other thing that I like about this update is being able to play within a filter. Yep,
you can turn the filter on in your options, and you can play the game in black and white if you want
to. I know, that's so cool. That is so cool. And for somebody like me, like I bought the game, I never thought this was going to be like some, you know, very well-structured game. Throughout all the podcasts we've done throughout the past, I've always said that this is a make-your-own venture. This is an ambient game, you know what I mean? And so when the game came out, it was, you know, the missing features, you know, those, But at the same time, I got the game I wanted. I wanted the ambient game. I wanted to make my own adventure. And with Revenge of the Survivor, you guys can clearly see I'm doing that. But with the filters that you can add to it, it makes it even more of an ambient experience for me, because I could put it in black and white, or I can put an awesome looking filter on it and just go at it. I don't know how well that'll do for like Let's Plays, but it's definitely fun.
Well, it's very fun for people who also make No Man's Sky videos and want some special introductions. You know, you can move around your base with your camera. Oh, there is a restriction to your camera. It's within a sphere, but you can go pretty far out. But you will hit like a wall at a certain time. So it's not like in photo modes you can go over the whole planet. So there's a little area in which you can make your pictures. But it's big enough. The multi-tools also have same stats. So they are and classes. Right. Depending on if you have a pistol multi-tool, it's better in scanning, but a rifle will be better in firepower.
Right.
So, and it's just awesome to try to find that S-class. You know, that's now a hunt. You want an S-class ship, you want an S-class gun. That's just awesome. Yeah,
so I mean, my final opinion on so far of what I played, And you know, I haven't really got into it a whole lot, but just a little bit that I've played, my opinion is it's rock solid, man. I love it. I love it. I think they're doing a great job. The team down there at Hello Games. I know that there's a lot of new people, and I don't know their names, and that really bugs me because I love doing research. And I don't know who these people are, but I haven't even looked too hard either. But a lot of people have left Hello Games. A lot of people are still planning to leave Hello Games, and they are, you know, filling those positions with new talent.
Yep, the game is getting. I'm just curious what the next one will be, because every time I see an update, I actually, you know, I cry.
Yeah,
because I'm like, wow, this is just amazing.
If you guys are taking pictures of, you know, in photo mode or videos, or you know, you got Let's Plays or things like that, please come over to Cobra TV Facebook, the Facebook group Cobra TV, and post it there. You know, let people watch it. I'm not one of those people that don't want other YouTube videos shared on my groups. You know, that's what it's there for. It's for you guys, so we can all enjoy everybody's Let's Plays and pictures and things like that. And then we have the Explore No Man's Sky Facebook group, the website exploreNMS.com. We've got the No Man's Sky community Facebook group. We have the No Man's Sky Facebook group, and then No Man's Sky Love, which is a very strict Facebook group of people that are very serious about No Man's Sky, and those guys in there don't take no crap. I mean, if you're in there to crap on the game, there's no warning. You're just booted right out. And so, because that one's a very strict environment, specifically, it's like a party. And if you don't want to, you know, drink the same drink they're drinking at that party, then you're not invited. So there's that group over there. So if you don't want to deal with any riffraff, which opinions are a good thing, you know, if someone's not happy with it, you know, let's hear about it. You know, so it's not that they don't want to hear opinions. It's just a very focused group on a very focused topic, and there's only one opinion in that group.
and keep in mind that I am in contact with the owner of No Man's Sky Love, and you know, admins are in contact with each other. You know, not every group has their own rule set, but basically the Explore No Man's Sky Facebook group, and the No Man's Sky group is bigger, but basically it are the people behind it have been with No Man's Sky since the start.
All of these groups are ran by the same people. Yep. You realize that? Like we're behind every one of these groups. That's just crazy. It just boggles my mind when you think about these are the largest No Man's Sky groups on Facebook, and they're all ran by the same people.
Yep. It's like the real world. It's all ran by the same people.
Yeah, right.
That's a conspiracy there, but
You're so right. You're so right. But yeah, I mean, my opinion on this update is I'm very pleased. I'm very happy with it. And if I was doing reviews, which I don't like to do reviews because I don't know, it's so weird. But because everybody's got a different opinion. But my opinion is that, you know, for me, this is out of a 5-star rating. This is 5 stars for me. And it's really, I think what's important about the update is that it's setting in stone for a lot of people. Hello Games isn't going anywhere. You remember the old conspiracy theories back then? It was Sean Murray and Hello Games. They ran away. Their office building was empty. They took off. They're sitting on a beach drinking margaritas and laughing at everybody. Took the money and ran, kind of thing. And a lot of people were believing that. It was, I think, started as a joke, or supposed to be a joke, but a lot of people believe that. And then, you know, we got the Foundation update, now the Pathfinder update, and, you know, there's a lot more great things to come. I don't think they're done.
Yeah, there's one thing I want to plead towards the people who are on the Steam community. Might you ever were like a little bit sad that some things weren't right? And if you have left a negative review, please, please, please reconsider. If you coming back to it and you change your mind about it and you think it's improved, please reconsider to review your negative review and see if you might turn that into a positive one, because that's also a sign to Hello Games that they're doing their job well.
Exactly. And, you know, and that's for people that honestly really feel like they like the game now. You might have forgotten you gave a bad review. But if you did, that'd be great to go back and kind of change that, you know, if it's an honest change of mind.
If you mean it, yeah.
yeah, if you mean it.
It's not like we're going to force you to give a good review. You have to mean
right.
it. You know?
Yeah. We're not entertaining the thought of people just go back and change it to good for no reason. But it would be good if you did leave a bad review to go and kind of refresh that a little bit. That would definitely send a message to them. Hey, we're doing the right thing. Let's keep going. It's almost like, you know, when you give anybody gratitude. Like, hey, you're doing a good job. You know, it makes somebody do an even better job. Like, hey, they like this. Let's keep going. Let's do that one thing we were talking about. You know, but I want to put out my guess right now for the next update, and I think that the next update is going to have something to do with multiplayer. That is my guess. Yeah,
I think a lot of people are waiting for that, or at least, you know, invite your friends and play a game with friends, maybe in a buzzworded environment or whatever. You know, so it's only you and your friends.
Yeah, something simple. It's not going to be a griefing thing. I do hope we can shoot our friend, though. I would love just to shoot you right in the head with my multi-tool.
Of course.
Yes.
And, and the fun thing is, also new, what are you naming your multi-tool? Because you can name your multi-tool, you can name your cars, you can name your ship now, finally.
So I can actually name my ship Rust Bucket. Yeah, you know, a lot of people are mad that I haven't gotten rid of my fresh spawn ship.
Yep, because you can rename it whatever you want. I called my first ship Baby Steps.
Baby Steps.
That's my first ship. And I'm going on to big boy pants, you know, and then going on from that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about starting over, like starting over in normal mode.
I do recommend it. I do recommend it because it's a complete new ball game. Because, like I said before, when we're talking about finding technology, it's no longer that you find an abandoned building and you click on one of those wall things that is for the multi-tool. Right. You don't get an instant technology. You get nanites from it, and I've seen the prices to some of the technology. Yeah, you have to be gathering a lot of nanites to get your tech.
Right, and nanites are another form of a commodity in the game now, right? You got nanites and you got units.
Exactly, and the other thing, the problem with getting sync, especially for people who gonna play survival again, if you shoot a sentinel, it has a chance to drop sync now. So you don't have to go spawn on a planet and like, where's the sync? I cannot find it. Just try to shoot a sentinel if you're brave enough.
Yeah. So one of the patch notes said that the survival mode was more complicated. Why?
Well, they increased. I haven't played survival, as you know. I tried survival, but it's just survival is for people who like that, and I'm just the more casual player, so I play normal mode. But what they did, they increased survival mode in difficulty, but also the normal mode is increased in difficulty.
Okay.
Which I noticed in normal mode is, and this is a fun little story, but I was stuck in a cave. Yeah, I was exploring, and I didn't have anything to. I didn't have all the tech yet, and I could not upgrade my life support, and it was draining. And I did not have anything to create the power cells or found. What do you need? Tanium you can use to. I could not find that.
Yes, yeah.
And I was stuck. Where's the exit? And I was like, life support is gone. And yeah, that was panicking in normal mode. But my first death was actually a creature who ate me. So.
Oh, wow. Yes, I think I'm going to start over in normal mode. And in one of the things I'm going to do, I had a special guest, Ron Scoville, on the call, which I'm going to upload after I upload the Planet Nomads interview. And we talked a lot about how he's the first one to kind of take and usher in the No Man's Sky meeting place, the hub, where a lot of people seem to be going. And I think that I'm going to do normal mode and probably head towards there. I think that's what I think I'm going to go. I don't know if people want to see the Revenge of the Survivor still, the normal mode could be exactly the same way. See, Cobra is a character in Revenge of the Survivor to where I do know about the game, but to make things interesting, I act like I don't. And it's a lot of people call it Mr. Magoo in space, and I think it's very fun. It's an episodic adventure. It's not a let's play. It's not a tutorial. It's not to shove my awesome freighter in your faces or my big bankroll of units. It's just a comedic, adventurous show. So I don't know. I'm going to upload some normal mode, starting over, and we're going to see where that takes us, I guess.
And of course, in the future, because the game is changed so much, you could start a Revenge of the Survivor 2.0 or something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a thing to think about because it's a new ball game, and see how you survive now with the new way how you get the technology. And I do believe in survival mode, pirates will not attack you as much, because I think that was a big thing in Survivor, that pirates just were too strong in there, so they scaled the attack rate down a little bit. Doesn't say they're still strong, but
right.
But it's changed a little bit. And of course, you know, if you survive that, go ahead and make a permadeath mode.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know, man. I don't know. I think I'm going to stay away from that for a little bit. Yeah. Can you imagine how mad you were if you were so far along in the game, so much time put into it, you had everything upgraded, you doing well, and you died from something stupid?
Yeah, or you go AFK, you know, you're gonna get something to drink, and you get eaten by a monster, come back, what?
Yeah, you
no!
take a look around, you're like, I think it's safe, there's no weather strain here, I got enough of my life support, I think I'm gonna go refill my coffee. And then as you're getting your coffee, some animal comes out of nowhere and just kills you.
Exactly. Oh, I would scream at the screen.
Right. Yes, definitely. All right, I think we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna jump in, and go ahead and start over my normal mode.
Enjoy.
And see where it takes me. I might go with the Cobra character. I might go with just regular Cobra and just play the game normal like everybody else. But who knows? I don't know what I'm going to do just yet. But I'm definitely going to start it over. I'm going to go to the hub, the galactic hub, where everybody's going to. Because maybe, just maybe, the next update will be multiplayer. And maybe, just maybe, I'll turn it on one day and see a bunch of people running around.
Who knows?
Yes, who knows? That'd be great. That's my wish list, multiplayer, because I want to get everybody together, as many people together as possible, and I don't know, just do a stream with a bunch of amazing people. Maybe we can go around and do like a Lasher plant raid, just poach them, kill them.
Well, you could do a race with all of them, make a racetrack.
Yes,
start racing.
A racetrack. I haven't seen the racetrack yet. I haven't even gotten that far. Are they intricate? Are they big? Or are they small? What is it?
No. Basically, you get the technology on your vehicle, and you set waypoints. So you drive around, and you set your own waypoints, and then you finish that, finalize that, and that's your racetrack. So
we're not talking about any construction.
You could make some constructions, I think, but I think race mode is more a planetary race mode. So if you got big hills you can jump over, you just add that to your waypoints.
I see.
And just make a race like that.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope everybody's enjoying the game. I hope it did bring a lot of people back because, not for Hello Games' sake, really, but for everybody that was excited about No Man's Sky, that were really let down, genuinely, and I hope that those people are, getting a little bit more satisfied, and because, it hurt me a little bit to see so many people upset, see so many people let down, because we were all so excited about the game, and I hope it's kind of getting back there for some of those people. Yeah,
and if they keep bringing out these updates, like the Foundation, I was like crying, and this one I was like crying. If they're gonna keep doing this amazing updates, then I think it's gonna be the most awesome thing we'll see.
Yeah. On a side note, Hello Labs.
Hello Labs?
Yeah. Sean Murray's new company called Hello Labs.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I guess from what I see, it's going to be like a they support developers with experimental games. I don't know. They said that they have one right now, that it's a experimental procedural game right now in the making, and I guess they're supporting smaller devs. So it's a little weird. I don't quite understand.
I haven't read into that yet, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, we're gonna do some research and figure out exactly what Hello Labs is. You know, when I thought No Man's Sky, and I've covered other games on this channel throughout the development. You know, I've interviewed other developers throughout the development of No Man's Sky. I did do heavily of No Man's Sky videos. You know, it was just No Man's Sky, No Man's Sky, No Man's Sky, No Man's Sky, Megaton Rainfall, No Man's Sky. You know, just but I thought that when the game came out, I'd do a couple Let's Plays and then move on to the next game in development. But No Man's Sky has seemed to always be right there in the forefront, to where there's always something to make a video about. You know, this is the story of No Man's Sky is not over yet. The story of Hello Games isn't over yet. You know, with Hello Labs, it's going to be really exciting to see what they're going to come out with Hello Labs, or who they're working with and what this new experimental procedural game could possibly be.
I wonder.
I do. All right, Martin, it's been awesome having you on the show.
It was fine. Nice to be here.
And you take care of yourself. Have fun moderating all those groups, all those thousands and thousands of people. How many people? Like what? 10, 20,000, 30,000 people?
A lot. But in the meantime, I also play the game.
Yeah. Yes. And then your political trolling too. You know, you do that as well.
Yeah, of course.
All right, I'm going to jump in, restart my normal mode, and I'm going to be uploading that here pretty soon. So everybody take care, stay safe out there, and don't let anybody tell you you're not awesome, because you are. And I see you guys in the next video. As always, I love you. Until next time.